What's up, everyone? Steve Sievers for Bionic Buzz. We're here at Kraken Music Festival here in the Orlando Amphitheater. It's got amazing lineups. Let's go backstage and see who we can talk to. Before we get into your Star Wars Maker podcast, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. Where did your passion for music kind of come from? What you on this amazing musical journey? Was a certain album, live performance inspired it, or still something after you as a kid?
I grew up. My mom raised me on rock music, so I grew up very much just surrounded by music. So as soon as I was old enough to know that I could potentially play an instrument also, I went all in. So from, I would say like middle school on, I was fully about it. I just wanted to do what I saw all my heroes doing,
Yeah.
And at the time it was Metallica, Nirvana, alternative metal, kind of those handful of bands, Rage, bands like that, mid-90s.
Very cool. Big fan of your podcast. I've interviewed Brian a couple times. I like your backstory for the whole, I guess you guys had a beef and then kind of met up, and now kind of you're both Star Wars nerds and started the podcast, and eventually Nick ended up joining,
Yeah, it was a very, it was a weak-ass beef, to be honest. Like, none of us ever directly had any person-to-person contact with each other on that level, but it was kind of an unspoken thing because our albums came out so close to each other. At one point, I think they were scheduled to have the same release date, and management was like, no, that's not going to work. The label, same thing. So being bands making our major label debuts, we were, of course, in some kind of unspoken competition about, how many records did they sell this week, or what stage are they on a Warped Tour, how many people were watching them, that whole kind of thing. And then we grew up, we got over that crap, and then I want to say it was Soundwave in Australia, a tour where we had since kind of gotten to know each other better, but we really hung out on that tour and really broke down on Lost and then Star Wars, and came to the realization that we were both huge, crazy Star Wars fans, and it just, everything else kind of snowballed from there.
Very cool. So what's your favorite ultimate Star Wars moment,
On screen or in life?
Let's do on screen first.
On screen. Oh, God. There are so many at this point.
Yeah.
I think...
To me, it's the walkers on Hoth.
That's iconic, yeah. The whole Hoth battle is insane. I would say now as an adult, my deeper, more emotional connection to Star Wars leads me to moments like when Leia found out that she was part of this larger story, Luke revealing that Darth Vader is his father, she is his sister. That moment gets me every time. It's just that's an emotional tearjerker of a moment. Lately, so that'll be kind of my big, historical, lifetime kind of maybe favorite moment. And then as of late, on the Book of Boba Fett, just seeing, all dialogue aside and everything, just seeing Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker side by side.
A friend of family.
Dude, oh God, yeah. Goosebumps, my whole body just...
Yeah. One of my favorite episodes, we had Ashley voice of Ahsoka on it. And I love how she was sitting next to, I think, Ryan on the airplane.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
She had no idea about his story, and then I guess she was in Hot Topic, it's the guy from Yellowcard.
Yeah. It's so funny how she's just not, I don't want to say she's not a music fan, but she's not into music. She's been to half a dozen concerts in her entire life. I think three of which...
Star Wars Disney fan,
Yeah. I think 3 of those concerts were New Kids on the Block, she told us. But it's so cool that she and Ryan met, it kind of just in passing, coincidentally, by the power of the Force, I would say.
Absolutely.
And they became friends despite him not having seen the Clone Wars at that point and her not being a big music fan. They just happened to connect, and it was on the day that our podcast launched. So I say as they say, the Force works in mysterious ways.
Absolutely. Besides listening to the podcast, I love the memes you come up with on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, did you build the actual loop to this, or
No.
They're so funny.
Yeah, we do a lot of curating on that of other people's memes, and then a handful I make myself.
Okay, which
Or
ones have you come up with? I mean, they're also funny.
what's that?
Which ones have you come up with on here?
The Hello There General Kenobi one
Oh, yeah.
with Boba and the chef droid.
Yeah,
I did
that's
that one.
great. It's funny how like so many people talk crap about the prequels, but the best line basically come from the prequels. But what episode 3 especially?
Yeah.
Hello there, Anakin, it's over. I had the high ground.
Yeah, I did. I just took a picture on stage of me standing on my base cab that I will caption. It's over, Anakin. Yeah, of course.
Very nice. Well, Book of Boba, you obviously took place. What's coming up for the podcast? I mean, you got anything coming up? Or?
We made kind of a change at the beginning of the Book of Boba Fett. We started reviewing the day of and recording the day of because.
Yeah, I think your 100th episode was the last one. Right?
Yeah, we just crossed 100. So we're trying to have more timely coverage. That's the biggest thing because our podcast comes out on Thursdays, and since they moved the Disney Plus shows up to Wednesday from Friday, it's kind of like wake up, watch it twice, take notes, record by early afternoon, edit, and drop it as soon as possible. So that's something to pay attention to because we have pretty timely coverage. And then we have the Galactic Star Cruiser trip coming up next month in March, which we'll have a lot of coverage for, and probably maybe some YouTube content, some video content and whatnot, but we'll definitely cover before and after on the podcast.
Star Wars celebration, right? You're doing like an emo Star
That
Wars
too,
night,
yeah.
a chain reaction.
Exactly,
What
yeah.
details can you give about that? You guys just have like a DJ booth, kind of like Emo Night?
Yeah, it'll be just like full Emo Night style, but Star Wars themed. So everybody has to be, there's no coming through the door without a costume. Bare minimum, a paper mask. So.
I'll be there in my Kylo Ren costume. So.
Sick, nice. So we're gonna do that. I want to say it's the Saturday of. We had to move it because it conflicted with some other official event. So don't quote me. But yeah, the weekend of Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim at Chain Reaction, which is actually the first place that my band ever played in California, like an official show as Story of the Year. Our first hey, we have an album out, here we are world in Orange County was at Chain Reaction. Oh, nice, yeah.
So let's talk about Story of the Year. I absolutely love Wolves. Such a masterpiece album. Any fun stories putting that album together,
So the funny thing, I had left the band for 4 years-ish during the time that they made that album. So I got to hear my own band for the first time as a completely outside listener. All along, we were still friends, everything was fine.
Okay.
So all along the way, Ryan kept trying to show me the demos, and I was like, nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to ruin this opportunity to hear my band by just pressing play for the first time with everyone else, So on release day, I got a CD, I had to figure out somewhere to put that CD, but I just sat in my basement with a beer and played it through my studio monitors and listened to the whole album front to back as a fan, and it was amazing. I ended up rejoining the band 3 weeks later, but
really? So the album kind of inspired you to come back, right? Or?
it was really the thing that pushed it over the edge because I had spent enough time away that I started to realize, okay, music.
Mentally, you can get back into it.
Yeah, music needs to be part of my life. It was nice to have a break, but I need to get back to it. And then hearing the album, it really blew me away because my expectations, honestly, to be fully transparent, were low at the time because we went on this kind of unofficial hiatus where 4 years before where we weren't really on the same page about what we wanted to do musically. I didn't want to tour at the time, and it was we were all in kind of a weird place, and I was
we all got older, we all had kids. It's hard.
Yeah. So it was a time where I was like, well, let's see what this is about, and then it blew me away, and it was instantly my favorite album since Page Avenue.
Yeah,
so,
me too. I think it's your best. That's why.
Yeah, it's.
So you got a new album coming out. Is there any elements of Wolves that you think going to be in it, or
For sure.
You're still working on it.
Yeah, there are definitely elements of what they did on Wolves, but I want to say elements of that, and then kind of the best from Page Avenue and the Black Swan.
Oh, nice.
But very much the vibe lyrically, especially of Page Avenue. It's a very nostalgic, yet further matured version of that. It's like the rightful successor to Page Avenue, I think is the way to say it. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. Thank you so much for your time to talk to me, and I'll see you at the Star Wars Celebration.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media, and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell. You can also check out our back catalog. We got some great band and celebrity interviews. And follow us on all social media at Bionic Buzz. Thank you very much.